Satnam, and welcome to Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan. My name is Ann Taylor, and it is my honor to lead you in yoga today. Let's begin by sitting on our mat and feeling the sitting bones connecting to the earth, feeling grounded, allowing the roots to go down, feeling the connection, and begin long, deep breathing. As you begin long, deep breathing, you'll begin to open up the belly. And as you do so, take a moment to notice that your diaphragm, the diaphragm is a muscle that will push down as you open up your belly. That's what we want. We want the diaphragm to move down so that the lungs can fully expand. The rib cage opens, feeling that muscle come down. If you can't quite feel it, just make sure you're opening up the belly, and that naturally will happen. Bringing the breath up through the heart center, all the way up to the collarbones. On the exhale, reverse the process. Coming down through the heart, back down to the navel, and gently pull the navel point in. That again will raise the diaphragm back up and get as much air out of the lungs as reasonably possible. Allow your eyes to close as the energy focuses on the third eye point, the area of the pituitary gland, the master gland of our body. So this Kundalini Yoga is scientifically based. So whereas we are working with subtle energies, those energies are around the basic nerve plexus of the body. And our opening pranayam will be 2-stroke breath to stimulate the pituitary. Before we do so, we'll tune in with the Adi mantra. Allow an intention to come forward for today's class. See what shows up. Just let it be spontaneous if you can. We'll follow that with the mantra for protection. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgirinme, Jugadgirinme, Satgirinme, Sri Gurudevinme, Adgirinme, Jugadgirinme, Satgirinme, Sri Gurudevinme, Adgirinme, Jugadgirinme, Satgirinme, Sri Gurudevinme. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath. Exhale, relaxing the hands down. Breathing in strokes is an integral part of pranayam or yogic breath work. And strokes it's a technique of breathing that trains that thoracic diaphragm, the muscle we just talked about, to extend down so that our lungs can fully take in as much air and prana as possible. And the segmented breaths are where the breath is broken down into equal parts or strokes with a distinct beginning and a distinct end. And in this case, we'll start with a 2-stroke breath, as I mentioned, to stimulate the pituitary. Now, it takes a little practice to get the breathing in strokes down because there's a lot going on, right? The sequence for this, sometimes breathing in strokes is done through the nose and sometimes through the mouth. So we're going to do 2. We're going to inhale powerfully through the mouth in 2 strokes. Each stroke is going to be approximately a second long, and you're going to want to get a lot of air moving within those 2 seconds. So that's what takes a little bit of practice. You don't want to do shallow because you won't be able to sustain it for the 11 minutes we're going to do. And then on the exhale, you will exhale powerfully through the nose in 2 strokes. All right, so the mudra, or the hand position, you're going to take both hands, bend the fingers down, extend the Jupiter fingers up, and take the thumbs and hold down the other fingers. The right palm will be facing away from you. The left palm will be facing towards you. And you're going to put the tips of the fingers together. I'm just moving it so you could see better. And it's going to form a V. And that V is going to be placed right at the bridge of your nose. When you're looking at that V and it's situated at the bridge, slowly close your eyes 9/10. So they're just barely open. And that will allow you to look at the tip of your nose or down through to the floor. So from here, very simple, we're going to inhale through the mouth, 2 strokes. Exhale through the nose, 2 strokes. All right. I'm going to time us as usual. And let's begin. Eyes are 9/10 closed. Your back is straight. Chin in a slight neck lock, tilting your chin down somewhat. As you continue, inhaling 2 strokes through the mouth. Exhaling through the nose. Once you get your sequence, check in. Make sure as you're inhaling 2 strokes through the mouth, your diaphragm is moving down. Think of a balloon. As you're inhaling, that balloon is expanding in your abdomen. Keeping the focus of the eyes down. Eyes are 9/10 closed. Allowing the breath to become rhythmic. Very important so that the prana rhythmically moves as intended by design of the meditation to move and circulate through your body. Exhale completely so that there is no residual air in your lungs, at least as much as possible. If the mind wanders, simply come back to the breath, inhaling 2 strokes through the mouth, exhaling 2 strokes through the nose, keeping the eyes 9/10 closed, focused on the tip of the nose or down to the mat. You're doing excellent. Keep going. Maintain your focus, keep up, and you will be kept up. Breathe your full strength. Keep going. "30 seconds, finish strong." Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Squeeze your body inwardly from fiber to fiber. Exhale like a powerful cannon. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath. Press the Jupiter fingers, that is the index fingers, firmly. Balance and strengthen the central nerve. Press the tips of the fingers as hard as you can, resisting each other. Press, press, press. Exhale completely. One more time, inhale deeply. Squeeze the muscles along your spine, beginning at the base of the spine, working your way up all the way to C1, where the head and the spinal column connect. Exhale, slow and controlled. Allow the arms to rest. Shake out your arms if you need to a bit. Allow the eyes to remain closed. Breathe normally and be with your experience. Excellent. Beautiful. Very powerful, isn't it? So that pranayam, two-stroke breath to stimulate the pituitary, can be found in the book Pranayam, my favorite book for pranayam. Okay, and now we'll move on to today's Kriya, awakening to your 10 bodies. And what this Kriya does is it works on, as the name says, 10 bodies. So unlike Western medicine that just treats the physical body, Kundalini yoga and yoga in general believes that there's more to it than that. Beginning with the soul body at the root chakra, moving up then to the area of the negative mind, corresponding to the second. The positive mind is your navel point. And again, the nerve plexus and the subtle bodies are not the same, but they're associated. So there's a linkage. We then move up to the heart center, the home of the neutral mind. The fifth represents the throat chakra, the physical body. The sixth is your arc line. Then your auric field or electromagnetic field, the pranic body, the subtle body, and then the radiant body. So with each exercise, we're going to move up and give each one a shot of energy. So really balancing out the chakras, and it feels great. So let's begin. And just as a reminder, we will be using breath of fire during this Kriya set. Women, if you are pregnant or may be on your first days of your moon cycle, always substitute long, deep breathing. Just as a quick reminder, breath of fire begins by pulling the navel point in as you exhale, relaxing the navel, allowing the breath to come in naturally. The breath, the inhale and exhale are of equal duration. For more information, check out the website howtorelievestressnaturally.com, where I go into more detail. We want to keep the flow of the class going as much as possible. We'll begin with stretch pose. So come lying on your back. This is one of the few exercises where the eyes are open. They will be gazing over the toes. The head and legs come up about 6 to 8 inches and begin a powerful breath of fire as such. Eyes are open, gazing over the toes. Keep the small of your back down to prevent injury. For those of you who need to modify, bring the legs up higher or bend the knees. Excellent, keep going, almost there. Okay, excellent. Exhale and relax. Just rest on your back for a few moments. Making sure you have sufficient padding under your back. Okay, and now bring the knees to the nose for another round of breath of fire. Stay focused. If your mind wanders, come right back to the breath. Inhale and come sitting in easy pose. Just taking a moment between exercises. And now for ego eradicator. Placing the fingers on the tops of the pads of the hand, the thumb is extended. Looks like this. The arms will be up 60 degrees, locking the elbow, and begin a powerful breath of fire. Focus over the crown where the star is. And let's begin. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Powerful breath of fire. Maintain your focus. Inhale deeply. Touch the thumbs over the head. Spread the fingers wide. Hold the breath. Squeeze the energy from the base of the spine up, 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 and out the crown. Exhale and repeat. Exhale, gracefully relax the arms down, controlled, slowly, allowing the eyes just to close. And now spread your legs wide for life nerve stretch. So depending on how flexible you are, spread your legs accordingly, keeping the knees down on the ground and the back straight. So as we proceed in this exercise, if you can only come down to your knee or shin, that's where I want you, because we're looking for the stretch underneath the leg and a nice straight spine. If you're able to, and if you're flexible, take your first two fingers, wrap them around the big toe as you come down, or if you're more flexible than I am, you will stay in this position. Two fingers around the big toe, take the thumb and press the thumb into the nail bed, which stimulates the pituitary gland. You'll be exhaling to one side, inhaling up to center, exhaling down to the other side, again with toe lock. Letting the yoga meet you where you're at, including the teacher. So inhale deeply at center and let's begin. Exhale down to the left. Inhaling up, exhaling to the right, and continue finding your own pace. Coordinate the breath with the motion. Leading with the heart center, not the head. The bend is at the hips. And now begin to inhale center and exhale straight down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Micro movements are perfectly acceptable. If you're flexible, bring your heart center down towards the floor. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath. Exhale down, hold the breath out. Inhale slowly and come back into easy pose. And now grab hold of your ankles for spinal flex. By grabbing hold of the ankles, it is working a specific part of our lower back. So we're working down in this region. And begin as you inhale, rock your hips forward, exhale back. Inhaling forward, exhale back. Keeping the head relatively stationary. It's not bobbing up and down, as sometimes students tend to do. Find a nice rhythmic pace. Breath and motion join together as one unit. If your mind wanders, simply notice. It happens. It happens all the time. And just come back to the breath. One more minute, go deeper. Inhale. Exhale, coming onto your knees. If you need to use a yoga bench, check out the website for options, or take a pillow, put it under here, underneath your buttocks, or if you need to sit in a chair even, make it work. Okay, now holding on to the knees and keeping them in one position, we continue the motion. Spinal flex from a rock pose. The heels are hitting meridian points that aid digestion. And you may notice that we're working more of the back now. Finding again a nice rhythm that works. Keeping the chin in a gentle neck lock, Jalanda bar, Jalanda band. Opens up the back of the neck. Renewing your focus now. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath, pull root lock. Exhale, relax the breath. And again, if any of these terms are new to you, please check out the website. And now, grabbing hold of your shoulders, let's begin spinal twist. We are now moving up into the heart region. We've been working our way up, as I mentioned. Inhaling left, exhaling right. The head moves along with the body. Eyes are closed, focused at the brow point between the eyebrows. Inhale left, exhale right. Mentally vibrate Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Truth is my identity. Helps keep the pace and the rhythm. Open up the heart center. Visualize your heart opening. Inhale center. And now inhale as you reach your elbows towards the ceiling and touching the wrists behind your neck. Make sure you're not crunching your neck, exhaling back to the original position and continue. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Coordinating the breath with the motion, allowing the prana to flow where it's supposed to go. You don't need to worry about where. Inhale up, suspend the breath. Exhale, relaxing the hands down. The next exercise is arm pumps. Interlace the fingers, lock the elbows. Inhale up, exhale down. Powerful pumps. Inhale and relax. And come sitting back into easy pose. Placing the hands on the knees as we begin alternate shoulder shrugs. Begin to lift the left shoulder up on the inhale. The right one naturally just drops down. On the exhale, the right shoulder comes up. Moving energy now through the area of the neck and reverse. Inhale the right shoulder up. Exhale the left shoulder up. And now inhale both up at the same time. Vigorous motion, breaking up calcium deposits on the physical level, moving energy at the subtle level. Inhale both shoulders up, suspend the breath. Exhale down and relax a moment. And now begin to inhale as you rotate your head to the left and exhale to the right. Inhaling left, exhaling right. And now reverse direction. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale, center. And now we're going to wrap it up with 26 frogs. Or if you are ambitious today, the Kriya calls for 54. Personally, I'm going to stop at 26. Okay, so again, frog pose. The ankles remain up the entire time. The feet are angled out. In the down position, the head is up like this, looking ahead. However, your eyes can close unless you need them open for balance. Always use common sense. The hands are cupped onto the floor, and on the inhale, you use the breath to power your body up. On the exhale, come down. Up and down is one round. Let's go. When you're finished, come lying on your back for deep relaxation. This is perhaps the most important part of the class because it allows your body now to make the adjustments. We've done the work, and now the body will adjust the nervous system, which in turn adjusts the hormonal system. Just let go, surrender. The wisdom of the body is incredible. Let it do its thing. Allowing the feet to relax. The legs become heavy. You're entering now into a yogic sleep. It's not a sleep where you lose consciousness, but it is an altered state. Just drift there, relaxing the hips, consciously relaxing the navel point that did all that work. Relaxing the diaphragm, the heart center, out of your head, dropping into your heart. Silently vibrate now right into the throat. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Truth is my identity. Let that resonate. Inhaling deeply now. And mentally exhale out the crown. And as the breath exits the crown, imagine golden light, white light, like a fountain coming out and surrounding your entire body in a protective glow of light. I will remain seated and hold the space, and I will call you back shortly. Inhale deeply and begin to bring your awareness into the room. Stretch your arms now over your head, elongating your body, pointing your toes, stretching, stretching. And now arms out to the side as we prepare for cat stretch. Bring one knee across the body. The head goes opposite direction. Shoulders remain on the floor. And switch sides. Rubbing the palms of the hands, soles of the feet briskly together, stimulating the nerve endings, grabbing hold of the knees, and rock on your spine a couple times. And come sitting up for meditation. Get comfortable. Okay, so this meditation involves pranayama and breath work, as we discussed earlier. And this one is called the perspective and emotional balance. And we will be using alternate nostril breathing. Now, this is a cornerstone of both Kundalini Yoga and Hatha Yoga. So the schools of yoga overlap by quite a bit. And so this is one exercise that's done by many different traditions. And for 3 minutes, that would be something if you want to tack it on to the end of one of your Kriya sets. For example, if you're doing a shorter Kriya, such as basic spinal series, you might add this on at the end. And 10 minutes is a good time if you just want to practice it alone, always tuning in, of course, first. And then 15 minutes will turn this exercise into a deep meditation. 22 minutes trains the mind to use the state created by this breath as a resource. And then a full 31 minutes will cleanse the body and restore the nervous system from the effects of current and path shocks. So if you are working in a recovery program for stress, anxiety, or cold depression, this would be a great one to do for 40 days at 31 minutes. So consider that. For now, though, we will practice it just for 3 minutes. And it's very simple. The eyes will be closed, gently rolled up, focused at that brow point, the third eye point. And again, that's the area of the pituitary. There's nothing really woo-woo going on here. Left hand in Gyan Mudra, that simply means press the thumb and index finger, and it seals, it makes a lock with the energy, placing it on your left knee, and then using either the thumb, index finger to block off the nostrils. So the sequence is quite simple. Inhale deeply through the left, block off the left, exhale through the right. The breath is complete and continuous, so inhale left, exhale right. That is the sequence that will be repeated. And now let's begin. Eyes are closed, focused at the third eye point. Remember to open up the belly on the inhale. Have that diaphragm going down, critically important. Keeping the eyes focused at the brow point. Excellent. Inhale completely. Exhale completely. Apply mul band or root lock. Squeezing the muscle of the anus, the sex organ, pulling the navel in and up. Pull up that pelvic floor. Inhale and relax. Just taking a moment to be with our experience. Placing them at the heart center, inhale deeply. Exhale. And inhale to close. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Thank you for joining, and have a beautiful rest of your day.